Drop it can be a life-saving command. I've used this countless times with my own pugs and with clients' dogs. Hi, I'm Mikkel Becker, and I'm going to help teach you how to teach your dog to drop it. Drop it is a learned cue that teaches the dog to let go of whatever is in their mouth at that time. It's a great way to get your dog to let go of whatever they have in their mouth that you maybe don't want in there, such as discarded food, children's toys, or clothing. Dogs don't have opposable thumbs to explore the world with. For that reason, they like to use their mouth. They'll pick up rocks and bark and other things they find lying around. A situation like this happened to me recently with my own pug, Bruce. We were out on a walk together, and unbeknownst to me, he came across a half-eaten bun. Before I had the chance to say, "Leave it," he already had it in his mouth and was starting to scarf it down. So I said my word, "Bruce, drop it," and immediately he spit it out. I was so glad to know that I had trained this command and that he responded. To teach drop it, the place to start is actually to teach your dog to take an item in their mouth. You can say a word such as "take it" before you give the item. The item that you choose for the take it is really important. You want it to be valuable enough that he's going to want to put it in his mouth, but not so valuable that he's going to guard it or not want to let it go. Every dog is different on what they find valuable. That's why it's really important to do what works for your own dog. Items that I usually use that are lower value could be a toy the dog already has out and they're interested in it. They'll put it in their mouth, but they aren't all that excited about it. Next, you need to have something to give your dog as a reward for dropping that lower value item. This item has to be of much higher value than the first. That way, when they let go of the first item, the second one gives them that fabulous reward. As the dog naturally drops the item, say words such as "drop it" as they're releasing. Then mark the behavior with a click and a reward, or a word like "yes" and then a treat. As your dog gets better with this command, you may not need to hold out that second item to get them to release the toy. The goal over time is to get your dog to naturally release that item when asked, rather than trying to elicit it by having to hold out that better item. With drop it, it should never be forced. Instead, it should be voluntary and fun for your dog. If he's forced to drop it, he's a lot more likely to be possessive around those special items. Instead, you want him to give up these items willingly because he knows he's going to get an even better reward when he does. If there's any sign of aggression in your dog, or if he gets more and more possessive around those special items, it's so important to talk to your veterinarian. You may need extra behavior help for your dog by working with your veterinarian and a positive reinforcement trainer or a veterinary behaviorist. Drop it is one of my favorite behaviors to teach because it's relationship building and it can be life-saving. And it also really helps when you're playing fetch with your dog or playing with toys, as the dog willingly gives up that toy rather than that frustration of trying to get it out of their mouth. Remember, every dog learns at his or her own pace. If you want more information on how you can train your dog, go to vetstreet.com.